It's 6:30. Good morning, I'm Ian Crouch with Hunter News. 2 people are missing in floodwaters north of Newcastle as the region continues to be lashed by wild weather. A search is underway at Stroud for the pair who vanished in rising waters. It's understood another 4 have been rescued from the rooftop of the local football stadium. There are reports of widespread damage across the Hunter as an east coast low continues to bring gale force winds and torrential rain to the region. Wind gusts have reached 115 kilometres per hour at Nobbies this morning, while the heaviest rainfall has been at Crawford near Bulahdelah, where 258 millimetres has been recorded since 9 o'clock yesterday morning. The State Emergency Service has been called to more than 600 jobs across the region, mainly for fallen trees. Hunter Region Deputy Controller Robin Barco says several buildings have suffered major damage.
Quite a few houses have actually lost parts of their roof and some have lost their whole roofs, including a block of units in Merriweather where quite a few people had to be evacuated. And now with the moderate to major flood warning for the Patterson River, we currently have houses being evacuated in the Dungog area.
If you need assistance, call the SES on 132 500. Meanwhile, around 30,000 homes and businesses are without power across Newcastle, Lake Macquarie and Port Stephens. However, Anthony O'Brien from Ausgrid says this number is likely to increase.
The storm cell is still hovering around parts of the Central Coast and Hunter area, and it looks like there are predictions that it will potentially worsen. Our crew's priority will be to get out into those areas in first light where they haven't been able to attend to throughout the night and make sure those areas are safe.
Trees are down on several major roads, including John Renshaw Drive at Black Hill. Flights are affected out of Newcastle Airport. Jetstar has cancelled all services until 1:10 this afternoon. There are reports the townships of Tea Gardens and Wangi are isolated due to flooding. There's a flood warning current for the Patterson and Williams rivers, with moderate to major flooding expected. Minor flooding is also expected along the Myall River at Bulahdelah. Briefly, in other news, investigations are continuing into another case of suspected animal cruelty at Cessnock. A 2-year-old Staffordshire cross was found malnourished with critical injuries at Gibson's Loop yesterday in what appears to be a deliberate attack. And fire has destroyed a 2-storey house on Warners Bay Road at Mount Hutton this morning. Newcastle Fire Command says all the occupants have been accounted for. Briefly updating sport, former NRL bad boy Anthony Watts is hoping to get his career back on track by playing club football in Newcastle. The Herald reports the 28-year-old, who served several stints in jail, will be in town on Thursday to meet with officials from local clubs. He says he's left the Bikies and wants to follow in the footsteps of Russell Packer and Danny Wicks. 2NURFM News Time 27 to 7.